Hello, people, and welcome to another edition of yours truly, Josiah Willis. Here there another reaction. Let's go right ahead and get back to it. Back to some Christian hip hop, CHH contemporary gospel. I call it holier than thou music. I say jokingly because we have my guy, NF Model, the official music video set to be on track number 2, proceeding to the upcoming album, Hope, which is, by the way, you guys, NF's 5th studio album. How monumental is that? Really, 5 albums in, and this guy has already cemented himself as being one of, if not the greatest rapper of all time. Christian or non-Christian, however you want to put him. Hip hop, pop. I don't think it's pop though, but yes, you get the point. Check out my last reaction to NF today from when I did Hope, and you'll get my taste on that record before you go ahead and come back to this record and you enjoy watching this reaction alongside with me. Motto. Are we finna hit the lotto? I never drunk Moscato, okay? My drinker, I'm straight edge, feel me? Straight edge, no, just joking. I abstain myself from smoking and drinking, but to each his own. I don't think it's right, but to each his own, okay? You gotta live life a little bit more to understand why I say no to that. That's not what motto's all about. Motto, I think, is referring to a slogan, some form of sign, and then you get, someone just going about their principles, their philosophies of what they believe in. That's what I think a motto refers to as a definition, I think. Ladies and gentlemen, please do me a quick favor, and that is to like, comment, subscribe, and views. Put your minds out there. The link of this song will be down in my description below. This is NF's Motto, the official music video proceeding to the upcoming release of the album Hope, and produced by NF himself. Also, a lyrical breakdown will be provided once the song is over. Stay tuned. And yes, you guys, I do have another YouTube channel. It is called The King Life Podcast, alongside my good friend and fellow co-host, Anthony Lombardo, our latest episode. Will you press the button? Not would you rather, but will you press the button? Fun, engaging. I hope you can enjoy it and pick up things that you may agree with or disagree with. It's all love though. It's all love. Enough talking. Let's get to this reaction. Here we go.
I could write a record full of radio songs, do a bunch of features that my label would love, do a bunch of features that I don't even like, just to build up the hype.
Yeah.
I could sell my house and move out to LA, get inside of rooms with the biggest of names.
Sounds true, bro.
50 people just to give me advice on the way I should write. Oh God, yeah, sounds like a nightmare if you ask me. Yeah, went from my bedroom to the big leagues. You know how many times that I was told things wouldn't work but worked out. Having cold feet didn't keep me from success but delayed it some. I used to be the guy who killed to get a number 1.
Come on.
I had to hear that song's a hit before I thought it was.
Come
but
on.
Nowadays I don't really give a what. Oh God, might catch me at the award show, eating popcorn in the back row, catching Z's with my hat low. No nominations, but it's cool though. Oh God, you might see me in the same clothes I had on last week in my shame.
That's a funny hook, bro.
You heard this saying,
But it's telling the truth.
don't fix it, that's my motto.
It's true, bro.
Yeah, I miss buying CDs at the store and thumbing through the case just trying to make a choice. That'll make no sense to you, well of course. See, one man's inconvenience is another's joy. Wow, how are you unemployed? Telling me to get a life, you should look at yours. Yup, congratulations, you can raise your voice. Hope you break both of your legs falling off your horse. Oh snap, this is the industry where it ain't how big you are, it's how big you seem. Where people sacrifice the art trying to chase a dream.
Come on.
Wonder why their music's lacking creativity.
Facts.
Would've gave anything to be respected by the artists I was listening to. But not no more, them days of history. Skip the red carpet, you looking for me. Oh,
He is talking.
you might catch me at the award show.
He's talking.
Popcorn in the back row, catching Z's with my hat low. No nominations, but it's cool though. Oh
popcorn thrown at people and weed.
Got my feet propped up, leave my shirts untucked. I'm the boss, so what? I do what I want. Oh God. You got the trophy, that's great. I'm happy for you, no hate. Still got a smile on my face, chilling in the back like, hey.
Yeah, this is very controversial for what he's saying, but you know what? People need to hear it. Not only does it create cash, but it creates a conversation.
You might see me in the same clothes. I had her last week in my same no. Yeah, you heard this saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's my motto.
It's called a Happy Award or something? The production on this is great. Definitely picking up some Eminem vibes on this one. Definitely picking up some Eminem vibes. Hey, bro, you know what? You know what? The visual itself was artistically appealing, inspirational, and gifted in so many different ways. It just goes to show you how talented NF really is, man. No one can do it like him. No one can be like him. And yes, though there are increments of course, hip-hop influence with him, you know, i.e. Eminem or something like that, you still get Nate Forstein being NF and keeping it realistic. Of course, NF is just turned up to 1,000, but Nate is still there with NF. And it's apparent that this record honestly is showing a whole lot more personality with NF, which a lot of times, it's not that he doesn't show personality, it's that people are caught up with what he is saying and the message and the mental health aspects of the way he dresses all the time, that they tend to forget he's a human being himself and that he can be lighthearted, that he can have those moments where it's good. But NF has some really, sometimes dark, deep messaging underlying in between that. However, this is more lighthearted than anything, but it also is telling the truth and he's keeping it real. You love it that way. Let's go right ahead and get towards the lyrical breakdown, minus the intro, which there is none. Verse 1, I could write a record full of radio songs, do a bunch of features that my label would love, do a bunch of features that I don't even like, just to build up the hype. Yeah. So NF has been very careful for the longest throughout his career on not wanting to compromise himself, not wanting to care on who he gets a record with. A lot of times there is going to be hesitation that will play around when you try to get outside your box and make fun music. NF's music is not meant to be fun. It's meant to be taken seriously. And I think a lot of times he doesn't want to make records that's like, you know, sometimes a little silly. He doesn't want to make records that's more so popish or it's not really in his comfort zone. Not that he can't excel in it, but he's very cautious of not trying to conform or compromise who he has always been. The moment he does that, everybody's going to go side eye, and then they're going to question everything he does next, which tends to happen for the most part when you're in the limelight. That doesn't mean he hasn't done the songs with other artists, including Marty, you know, from Social Club, Grinding. You had Only with singer Sasha Alex Sloan. The Chasing demo he's recorded with Michaela Sipple, a fan of NF's music that also sampled him, I think, for a track, and I believe NF even enjoyed it and put her on, or I don't know if he put her on, but he definitely acknowledged her presence, which was great. And it's also maybe a callback to his song Leave Me Alone, where he refuses to raise unnecessary hype on certain songs at all.
I hate when they debate if we're underrated. We're so overlooked that they're looking over our numbers, Nathan. We don't do enough interviews or go out in public lately. We don't post enough on our socials to keep the buzz from fading. Let it fade. Yeah, let it fade. Once it's decimated, then you drop a song out of nowhere and all the fans embrace it. And the buzz will surface again as part of my operation. I don't need advice from my doubts right now, end of conversation.
Saying, we don't post enough on our socials to keep the buzz from fading. Let it fade. Yeah, let it fade. Once it's decimated, then you drop a song out of nowhere and all the fans embrace it. Leave me alone. Then the buzz will surface again. It's part of my operation. Facts. I could sell my house and move out to LA. Get inside of rooms with the biggest of names. He could. He has the levity, the proof, and the pudding. Whereas, yeah, he can definitely be around the celebrities, all your famous people that you would love to see him with. I'm sure he's probably already met fans' names, but has definitely remained humble and not show his fandom around them. But then again, he can easily post you a pic of that. But I guess he chooses not to, only for the sake of him, I'm guessing. Guessing here still. Hire 50 people just to give me advice on the way I should write. Yeah, sounds like a nightmare if you ask me. Yeah, went from my bedroom to the big leagues. You know how many times that I was told things wouldn't work but worked out having cold feet? Didn't keep me from success but delayed it some. We talked about this on Hope, where success can be not successful. it's the opposite. It can be failure at times. You know what I mean? It can be going from, I believe the old saying was, one step forward or 2 or 3 steps back. Yeah, you can definitely hold yourself back to your success if you have to. I used to be the guy who killed to get #1. I had to hear that song's a hit before I thought it was. But nowadays, I don't really give a. He didn't cuss. What he is saying here is that he no longer needs external validation regarding his music or approval to feel confident through his music. Even if it's some negative opinions, positive opinions, it's okay. Everyone's going to always have an opinion about something, good or bad. He trusts his vision. He goes #1, he goes. He doesn't, oh well. But there is a mission statement to be put out every time he drops his content. Chorus. Oh God, might catch me at an award show, eating popcorn in the back row, catching Z's with my hat low, because it'd be long hours depending on how long the award show's length will go. I get that. No nominations, but it's cool though. Man, no awards don't validate him. It's just like he said, he don't need a #1 single. It's not validating him. At least, not anymore. Oh God, you might see me in the same clothes I had on last week. Am I ashamed? No. You heard the saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's my motto. Yes, sir. Verse 2. Yeah, I miss buying CDs at the store and thumbing through the cases trying to make a choice. That don't make no sense to you. Well, of course. See, one man's inconvenience is another's joy. That's hard. No, nobody likes to see a certain person they know very closely. If you have love for them, maybe you'll understand. If you don't, you will love the fact that they are not doing well in their life. And it's sad that we live in a world that's so corrupted and cruel and messed up, but it's true. They do that a lot of times. That don't make no sense to you, right? But at the same time, it comes. If the work's not being put through and you give up, well, that person that didn't see success with you to begin with, or he did at some point, but was hating on you, you prove him right. Wow, how are you unemployed? Telling me to get a life. You should look at yours. Congratulations, you can raise your voice. Hope you break both your legs falling off your horse. Jeez. This is a reference to the high horse idiom, you know what I mean? Your position of superiority. It can be immoral, it can be intellectual, all that. And that's saying here, people sometimes tend to tell him to get off his high horse and don't want to see him do well. And notice here too, he took out the word high and incorporated falling off. Because at the end of the day, some people do want you to fall off in your success, your status. Yeah. This is the industry where it ain't how big you are, it's how big you seem. Talk. Where people sacrifice the art trying to chase a dream. Then they wonder why their music's lacking creativity. The trap scene is jumping, and it's something, and it's bumping. But I'll be fronting if it ain't on something. Stop trying to rap. Stop, okay, just stop. No, there's some truth to what he's saying. I do believe that hip hop has a great progression going for it, but even I can admit, I don't see a lot of people going outside the box with their art, and he's one to tell so. Oh yeah, would gave anything to be respected by the artists I was listening to, but not no more. Them days are history. Skip the red carpet, you looking for me. Even in this line, NF is not seeking validation for nobody, including names like Eminem, who he has looked up to in the past. But regardless of who you have listened to or you have been inspired or influenced by, you have to be you. And there was some beef that stirred up. The songs that were mentioned were The Ringer and Returns. None of them have confirmed that they have beef with each other, but NF has also talked about how he was a great inspiration to him in interviews. But even still, he's his own man, and for his success, he remains NF. Not an Eminem clone, but NF. Bridge. Got my feet propped up, leave my shirts untucked. I'm the boss, so what? I do what I want. You got the trophy, that's great. I'm happy for you, no hate. Still got a smile on my face, chilling in the back like, hey. Yes, sir. This song is NF's central blends of being introspective, hard-hitting beats, all around, and he's reflecting on his journey from obscurity to fame. He does not want to follow trends, mainstream or not, even with signed record labels, and he's maintaining his art, not trying to compromise it for pop, reggae, whatever records he would do outside of rap, I think, and will not change his artistic vision to please others. Respect. Dope song, can't recommend it enough, and I cannot wait for the release of Hope, the album, in April. Ladies and gentlemen, please do me a quick favor, and that is to like, comment, subscribe, and views. Put your minds out there. The link of this song will be down in my description below. This was NF's Model, the official music video produced by NF himself, released on March 9th, 2023. And like I said, proceeding to the upcoming album, his 5th album, Hope, next month. If you guys would like to, feel free to donate super thanks to help support this channel going forward. I try to get some things out here with merchandise, with gift cards, with awards. I don't know what I'm going to do, but you'll see. I don't need no validation, like NF said, but then again, with the YouTube channel, we try to build something. Try to build, you feel me? Follow me on my social media from Facebook to Instagram to Twitter, where I will promote most of my content, try my hardest to remain consistently active on a daily basis. For future reactions coming soon, even this one. King Life, we are out.